Good morning, grade 7 Emerald. Let's stand for the prayer. Miss Jenny, kindly lead the prayer. Amen. So, mathematics is engaging. Students here are all amazing. Let's do magical learning. But before that, let me greet you a wonderful morning. So, good morning, class. How are you today? Are you feeling good? That sounds nice. So, before taking your respective seats, kindly pick some pieces of trash on the floor, and also please arrange every rows and columns of your chairs in a straight line. Okay, very good. So, before acquainting to a new lesson, let's have first a recap of what we've tackled yesterday. So, anyone who can share his learning on the topic we've discussed yesterday? Yes, Brian. Very good. So, our topic yesterday is all about algebraic expressions, in which we define algebraic expressions as a mathematical phrase that contains ordinary numbers, variables such as a, b, x, and y, also mathematical operations like addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. So for today, we will be uncovering a new lesson, and this is a continuation of what we've discussed yesterday. So are you ready? Okay, so but before we proceed on the proper discussion, let's have an activity first. So this is called guess the word. So you may guess a word out from a jumbled letters. So anyone who knows the word, you may raise your right hand and wait for my confirmation. Is that clear, class? Alright, so let's begin with our first word. So here is our first word. Yes, Gina Lee. So, what is the first word? Okay, so let's see if Gina Lee is correct. So, our first word is evaluate. So, let's give hands to Gina Lee. So, next, second word. Okay, Catherine. So, what is the word? Alright, you're correct. It is algebraic. Next. Yes, James. So, what is the word? Okay, it is expressions. So, out from the activity, what do you think that our lesson for today? Yes, John. Okay, you're correct. So, for today, we will be tackling on the lesson in evaluating algebraic expressions. And now let's have the objectives of this lesson. So, at the end of the session, you students will be able to, everyone, read first, recall the rules and operations, PEMDAS and exponential notation. Second, identify the steps in evaluating the algebraic expressions. Third, apply the steps in evaluating the algebraic expressions. And lastly, show appreciation in working group activity in the evaluation of algebraic expression. Okay, I have an acronym here. So, let's recall your learnings on your previous years or the previous quarter. So, who can give the meaning of this acronym? So, PEMDAS. Yes, Brian. Okay, you're correct. So, PEMDAS is parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. So, PEMDAS is a set of rules that prioritize the orders of calculations, which operation to perform first. So otherwise, when we do not follow PEMDAS, we will expect that we will arrive an answer, a multiple answer, or another answer, or a different answer. So it is important to follow PEMDAS so that we can have the right or the correct answer. So next, we will also recall your learnings about this. This is what we call exponential notation. So when we say exponential notation, so it has three parts. So first, we have base, second exponent, and the power. So base gives the number that is being multiplied. An exponent tells you how many times the base is used as factor. And the power is the product of equal factors. So here in our example, our base here is this 3. And our exponent is also 3. And our power, which is the product of equal factors, so 27. So 3 to the power of 3 is equals to 27. Okay, another example. So we have here x cubed and y to the power of 4. So we have here an exponential notation. If we will going to have its expanded notation, so this will become x times x times x times y times y and times y times y. So since we have the exponent of 3, so we have to x here is also 3. So x times x times x. So that is x cubed. Also, y to the power of 4, we have 4y in expanded notation. Another example, we have 5 squared and p squared. So if we will going to substitute it, or we will going to have its expanded notation, it will become 5 times 5 times b times b. Okay, have you recalled your learnings about this concept of mathematics? Okay, very good. So this following concept is the foundation in evaluating an algebraic expression. This is very helpful for you to solve or to evaluate an algebraic expression efficiently. So you must have enough knowledge to these concepts. so that you can easily evaluate an algebraic expression. So now we will go to our proper discussion. It is evaluating an algebraic expression. So to evaluate an algebraic expression, that means to replace a variable by a particular value and to simplify the expression. So when we say evaluating algebraic expression, we are just simply replacing a value from the variable. So in our example, so what is our variable here? So our variable is those letters. So here, our variable is b. So we just simply, to evaluate an algebraic expression, we just simply replace a value to the variable, and we are going to simplify the expression. So we evaluate an expression by substituting the value for the variable and finding the value of the expression. So when we evaluate an expression, we are just substituting the value of variable. So replacing a variable is also called a substitution. Okay, did you get it? Okay, that's nice. So to further understand, we'll have examples on how to evaluate an algebraic expression. So we have here following examples. So first example, 6x. So 6x for x is equals to 3. So we have the given 6x and also the value of our variable x, which is equals to 3. So when we evaluate this, 6, then we will replace x by 3, because 3 is our the value of our variable x. So 6 times 3 is equals to 18. So we have an answer 18. So we'll just simply replace the variable from the given value of the variable. Okay, next we have 7xy, for x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 5. Here we have two variables, x and y. So just like we did from the first example, we just replace the value of the variable. So 7xy, so we have 7 times our x is 2, so times 2, and our y is 5, so times 5. Now after we substitute the given values of the variables, we will imply those the rule, or the PEMDAS rule. So what we need to do first is to have this parenthesis. We will solve it. So let's copy 7 times 2 times 5 is equals to 10. So 10. And now we will multiply them so that we can arrive an answer. So 7 times 10 is equals to 70. So the answer for this algebraic expression, given that x is equals to 2 and y equals to 5, is 70. Okay, so let's proceed to the third example. So we have 4x plus y. for x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 7. So, substitution, our first step, 4 times the value of x, which is 2, plus the value of y, which is 7. Now, following the PEMDAS, we will solve first 4 times 2. So 4 times 2 is equals to 8. And copy 7 plus 7. So 8 plus 7 is equals to 15. So 15 is the answer for this algebraic expression for x plus y, given that x is equals to 2 and y is equals to 7. So that is how, as simple as that, when we evaluate an expression. However, we have another set of examples here. So this includes exponents. So here we evaluate the following if A is equals to 3 and B is equals to 4 and C is equals to 5. So let's begin with the first. So AB squared. So let's just first step is to substitute. So substitute A. So A is equals to 3, and B is equals to 4, and it is raised by 2. So the next step is to follow PEMDAS. So PEMDAS. So here we have an exponent. So we have an exponent 2. So we have to solve this first. So 3 times the exponent. So 4 raised to the power of 2 is equals to 16. And 16 times 3 is equals to 48. So we have an answer 48. So next example, 3b to the power of 3 times b raised to the power of 3. So first step is to substitute. So 3 times the value of b is equals to 4 and raised to the power of 3. So next, PEMDAS rule. So we have an exponent. So 4. So this is 4 times 4 times 4. So 4 times 4 is 16 times 4. 64. Okay, so 3 times 64. So simplify, or we simplify this, we have an answer 64 times 3, 192. Next example. So A times B minus 4. A times the quantity B minus 4. So we'll just substitute. So A is equals to 3, open parenthesis, B, which is 4, minus 4. So we have a parenthesis. So this enclosed with parenthesis. So we are going to solve this first. So 4 minus 4 is equals to 0. So 0. 3 times 0, if we simplify this one, we'll have an answer 0. And for our last example, we have negative 5a minus c. So, first step is to substitute. So, substitute negative 5. The value of a is 3 minus c, which is 5. So, following the PEMDAS, we have the parentheses. So, our multiplication. Negative 5 times 3 is equals to negative 15. And negative 15 minus 5 is equals to negative 20. Okay, do you have questions about evaluating algebraic expressions? Anyone? Okay, so none. So let's have an activity for you. So this activity is a group activity. This is a group activity. So I will be dividing the class. I will be grouping you into 4 members. So let's count here first, 1 to 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you will go to your respective groups. So group 1 here, group 2, group 3, and group 4. Okay, each group must prepare 1/2 crosswise paper, and you are going to solve this problem. So you have to evaluate the following. If x is equals to negative 2 and y is equals to 5. So you have to answer number 1 and number 2. So I will give you 15 minutes to answer. Okay, are you done? So let's check your papers. So please exchange with your with the groups beside you. So group 1 will exchange to group 2 and group 3 will exchange to group 4. Okay, let's check if your answers are correct. So we have here number 1. So we have to substitute first. So x is equals to negative 2 and y is equals to 5 and squared. So following the PEMDAS, we have exponent. So negative 2 and 5 to the power of 2. So 5 times 5 it is 25. And negative 2 times 25 is equals to negative 50. So which group has the correct answer for number 1? Okay, very good. All of you got the correct answer. Okay, let's proceed to number 2. So we have here 2x to the power of 3 and y to the power of 2. So substitute, we have 2, our value of x is negative 2 raised to the power of 3, and y, which is 5 raised to the power of 2. So following the PEMDAS, we have 2 times negative 2 to the power of 3 is equals to negative 8. And 5 squared is 25. So since there are parentheses, we are going to multiply them first. So negative 8 times 25. So 25 times 8 is equals to 200. I mean negative 200. And 2 times negative 200 is equals to negative 400. So, whose group has the correct answer for number 2? Very good. So all of you got the correct answer. So thank you so much for your cooperation. You may now go back to your seats. Okay, so since you understand well our lesson for today, evaluating the algebraic expression, I have some tasks for you to answer at your home. You have an assignment. So here you may copy your assignment. So this will be passed tomorrow. So assignment, evaluate 3x plus 5x squared when a, x equals 5, b, x equals negative 11, and c, x equals 1/2. Also, you may research on evaluating rational expressions, and you have to evaluate, you have to try solving rational expression or evaluating rational expressions. So we have here two following rational expressions, and you have to evaluate this. So you may copy this one, and that's it. Let's call it a day. So I will leave the class early. So thank you so much for your cooperation, for listening, and I hope that everything is clear for you. So please stand everyone for the closing prayer. So may I request Joshua to lead the closing prayer. Amen. So thank you so much, everyone. Thank you so much, grade 7 Emerald. So I hope that you have fun, or you have a magical learning experience. So goodbye.